What's up, guys? Welcome to the day in a life, a,
Ooh,
a day in the life of a black man,
mm,
where
a day in the
us
life of
two,
Smosh. Yeah.
yeah, us two black men talk about the trials and tribulations
Mm.
of what it's like to be an African American male in the country of the United States. America,
Mm.
that's what they call it.
Mm.
And yeah, I'll
this
tell you what,
this
as a
opening's
black man,
crazy already. Hold on. Don't go too far here.
listen. As a black man,
Mm.
this is the most racist country
Mm.
there has ever been in the entire world,
Mm.
man. You know, you look at Great Britain, you look at Saudi Arabia,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They got all different types of motherfuckers in there, right? What's up
Yeah.
with America? What up with America? Like they call the black people in British, they call them some different than they call it. They call
I,
us African
I don't know what
Americans.
this bit is. It just keeps going.
They call us African Americans.
But
I
welcome to the podcast. Episode
Yeah,
53 of
yeah,
Northwest Trenches.
yeah, dude. Episode Overlord 53.
Ooh. Maybe I
Yeah,
should find a way to put your profile image of the Velociraptor. No,
it's a
that's not what it was.
Stegosaurus. It's a
Stegosaurus.
Stegosaurus, the Coolosaurus.
Yeah, we need to put the Stegosaurus in the back of
I can send you.
of the
I, I,
video.
I, I have that shit saved on my computer. I can definitely send that
Hell
PNG
yeah.
to you. I drew it myself on MS Paint when I was like, I was literally, when I drew that image, I was
Mm.
in like sophomore year of high school,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought it was so funny that I drew that I emailed it to myself so that I could save it and have it forever. And I
Yeah.
still have it saved.
I sent Alex MS Paint once, and
Mhm.
and then under it I think I just like said something really insulting, and I never apologized to him about it.
Yeah, don't be a apologist of any sort. Never apologize. It's my mantra of
It's
life. I'll
one of the
never apologize.
15 messages that between me and him in DMs. That's how limited that is.
Nice. Yeah, no, it's pretty epic.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. I drove the biggest vehicle I've ever driven in my whole life
What
today.
was it? A semi truck with a big fat bottom?
No, unfortunately not. I would have clapped if it had a big fat bottom on it. But no, it was a Ford Transit van.
Mm.
Transit
Like the Black Ops 2 map.
yeah, like Black Ops 2, but it was one of those, and I was quite terrified to
Mm.
drive it. But after a while, I was like, well, I should probably not be like that. So I stopped being like that, and I
Yeah.
just drove it to where I had to, and took it back to the shop. But no, it was actually kind of cool.
That was
Driving.
me with the lighting job I had. For like the first 2 months, I was like, I am not going to drive this semi truck. I don't
Yeah.
want to get in a wreck. I don't want hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands of equipment getting beat up from me being an idiot with the truck. And then I realized I kind of like driving the semi truck. There's
It
something
makes you
about it
feel
that makes you feel
invincible.
nice. Yeah. But the thing is, like, there's so many videos of these guys that have been driving semi trucks for like 15 years. And they're always like, get out of the fucking way. Get out of here every time. And it's
Yeah.
like, man, when does your patience wane when you're driving a big hunky dory semi truck? Where
Yeah,
does that come from?
driving a semi has to be, maybe when it comes to blue collar work, one of the like easiest jobs
Yeah.
to do.
The thing is, they have to do like 11-hour drives
Yeah.
at a time. So maybe it's more of like a patience thing than anything. I don't know.
Well, think about it like this. Have you ever seen a trucker that's in shape?
uh,
Ever?
I've seen a truck
I've seen maybe
blow
one, and
up.
I've seen a lot of them guys around.
I've
I've
seen
seen maybe one.
I've seen a semi truck blow up once.
Oh,
Uh,
that's fucking sick.
I was driving to one of my Nissan. I might have to censor that. I'm not sure. One of my shifts in the past like 5 months, right?
Yeah.
And I look to my left in the oncoming traffic, and there's just a semi truck in flames.
Oh, that's sick.
And I was like, oh, okay. All right. Other things. In July, I think I was talking about how I almost died like 3 times in a week. Right?
Yeah.
That shit almost happened this past week, too. Where I was driving to another event that I was working, and there was just 2 cars turning left when I was trying to go straight.
Mm-hmm.
And they would not stop. So I had to fucking put on the gas and go like, I don't know, 10, 20 miles above the speed limit to get past them. And I was just like, why? Why do people do this? But over where I'm at, the driving test is just driving in a circle of left turns, and then you get your license. So,
like NASCAR.
Yeah, so essentially, it's the easiest driving test in the existence of humanity that you can go through. Like, at least with Ohio driving tests back like a decade ago when my sister had to do it. It was like parallel parking, corner to corner, or parking so that you're like right next to the sidewalk. You had to do stuff like that in order to get your license. But over here, you just drive in a left turn 4 times and you're done. And I was like, huh?
That's quite literally.
I can hear the news, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You had it up loud, dog.
Yeah, I don't know why Fox is so loud. Whoops.
They're probably yelling about TikTok being banned, which is another topic for the podcast. That'll probably date it a little.
Yeah, you know, we can talk about that. Why not? That's a good topic. I do not care that TikTok is going away at all.
It's actually for the better, I think.
Yeah, probably. I forget. I heard a conspiracy theory, a quite anti-Semitic conspiracy theory on why they're getting rid of TikTok. And it's because a lot of people on there like to get on TikTok and talk shit about Israel.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Apparently.
There's a lot of propaganda on there, too.
Yeah. Well, there is a lot of propaganda. And, you know, obviously there is a security threat regarding TikTok, like when it comes to China. But, I don't know. I heard that conspiracy theory, and, you know, I'm down to talk shit on Israel any day of the week.
Yeah.
But I genuinely don't think it has anything to do with that. That's like one of those conspiracies that I read whatever I could into it and was like, this is a gay conspiracy theory. This is about fucking TikTok. Who gives a fuck? TikTok's fucking gay.
There was a bunch of Twitter people freaking out. Even though I wrote it down as X about 100 times in other chats and such. But all these Twitter people were like, "Oh, Elon's gonna buy TikTok. Elon's gonna buy TikTok. Why would he buy that?"
Yeah, exactly. Why would he?
There's no fiscal like result that he would get that would make it worth it. It's a $20 billion plus like item, and if he bought it like how he bought Twitter, it'll go down to like 4 in the span of a year. So it's like, you know.
Well, like, so my whole thing with Elon Musk right now, is like I always thought he was just kind of lame.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really like care anything about that guy. And like he bought Twitter and people were mad and I excuse me, I'm sick, but
Bless you, big dog, big man,
yeah,
champion.
thanks.
All those.
But like to this day, I still don't understand why people are mad that he bought Twitter. I don't get why people are mad about that.
People are mad because he already owned a bunch of shit. It'd be like if Disney bought it. You know, it's like, why do you need this? Go away kind of energy.
I guess. I don't know. I just know Twitter before was really fucking annoying. And now Twitter is like pretty funny. Like you can actually be funny on Twitter and like you can talk shit about the virus on there and nobody's gonna like care.
Yeah.
The fact checking got like so much better when Elon Musk took over fucking Twitter.
Did you see that Vivek Ramaswamy is running for governor of Ohio?
It's Senate, I think.
It said governor when I was reading.
If he's running for governor, he's probably gonna fucking win. I didn't even know that guy was from Ohio until last night. I saw something about him being urged to take J.D. Vance's place, and I was like, I thought he was from India.
He's actually a very smart guy in a way, right?
Yeah.
But in other ways, it's like, but that's with everybody. After a while, you're like, ooh, good thing, bad thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
At least he didn't say whatever was in J.D. Vance's book. Because there was that whole thing, too.
Why, does J.D. Vance say the N-word in it or something?
In his book, he, like, pretty much emasculates a bunch of things. And then he also puts a bunch of distrust in relationships between people in the book.
Okay.
It's very, like, not specific, but it's also because I haven't read it. I know a synopsis, and I know a guy complaining about it, Hassan. So there's my bias there.
Yeah, I don't think I want to read J.D. Vance's book. I think it's probably fucking gay.
They made a movie about it. So
they made a J.D. Vance has a movie about it.
J.D. Vance has a movie.
What's it called?
I don't remember. He has a movie, but I don't know the fucking name of it.
Called Dirty Vancing. That's what it's called.
They just Photoshop his face over Travolta, right? Is it Travolta?
Yeah, it was Patrick Swayze, I think, was Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, I was thinking of oh man,
Patrick Swayze.
I was thinking of Pulp
famously
Fiction.
Died of pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, I was thinking of Pulp Fiction. That's my bad. I was thinking about how he's dancing.
I love that movie. I've said it. I probably said it countless times on the show, but I fucking love Pulp Fiction, man. Vincent Vega is one of those movie characters, and I'm like, yeah, that's me.
The movie in question is called Hillbilly Elegy, like the car from Grand Theft Auto 5, the Elegy.
Okay, so J.D. Vance wrote a book about GTA 5.
Honestly, kind of based.
Yeah, kind of. Actually, I didn't take him as much of a gamer, if I'm being honest.
Honestly,
I didn't think politicians had time for Grand Theft Auto, but apparently they do.
Dude, I would be so happy if that's how he got famous. Was talking about Grand Theft Auto for 9 hours a day.
Yeah, man. I remember when J.D. Vance was playing games of Vanoss and Wildcat and all that. Oh man, J.D. Vance was so funny in the We Da Bus video. From Vanoss gaming.
He was so good as the guy that says "Banana Bus" 100 times.
I loved when
It's definitely that guy.
I loved when J.D. Vance said "Boop Badoop Banana Bus" in the Vanoss Grand Theft Auto 5 Funny Moments video. That's my favorite thing J.D. Vance has ever done.
Oh man, yeah, it's interesting. I always say it's interesting. I've started to notice this. It is like my ongoing conversation changer is saying it's interesting and then dragging into a new thing. Hold on.
Yeah. What if JD Vance? What if his name was Poo Pee Pants, and he would come up to the podium and he'd be like, "Well, everybody, it happened again. I shit my pants," and like the press is like, "JD Vance, what, was it solid or was it diarrhea?" It was diarrhea this time.
Was it pure liquid? Was it more water than solid?
Yes. In fact, it was. I'm still wearing the pants. And they're like, "Oh my God, Poo Pee Pants, you're such a legend for the Republican
he's
Party.
like,
thank you for sharing."
He's like, I was playing Titanfall 2 and I just let it loose. It never went back in my system, brother.
Yeah,
I soiled that chair so bad playing Titanfall 2.
Yeah, I was playing video games with my best friend Vanos Gaming, and I just had to just let it all out in my jeans on the fucking in my DX Racer gaming chair. It got all over the jeans, all over the chair. Like I said, I'm still wearing the jeans.
So so now that
pants, great one. That was a good bit.
Yeah. Now that TikTok is pretty much dead in the water, do you think the Chinese counterpart will be as popular?
What, Huawei?
It was called, like, I don't want to sound racist, so I'm going to try to spell it real quick. Let me search it up. Let me search up Chinese TikTok and see what I get real quick. As long as it's not a guy, like, roasting something that is not supposed to be roasted on a picket, we're good. There's Red Note.
Yeah, isn't that Chinese Twitter?
It's Chinese TikTok. There's also XIAOHONGSHU. I am spelling it because I don't want to sound too messed up in the head.
I could honestly pronounce that. I definitely could. How's it spelled again?
It's turning into a Blue's Clues episode. How do we spell this word?
How do we spell Chinese TikTok?
XIAOHONGSHU.
So it's like Xiao
Hong-shu is how I would say
Xiao Hong-shu, yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, Xiao Hong-shu. I feel like I've heard that somewhere. But it could just be like a Chinese racism dog whistle that I've heard it from. Was like, huh, that's funny. Oh, wait, I know what.
Yeah.
It was those fucking Yap Dollar videos. That's where I remember he would always end the Yap Dollar video and go, Xiao Hong Shu! And he'd fucking fly away off the fucking screen. That's where I've heard that. It was a Yap Dollar video.
People keep joining Xiao Hong Shu, and the first comments they get on videos they post is, I'm your Chinese spy. I know your social security number. And it's like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, alright, sick. Man,
like, it's kind of obvious. It literally would just zap your personal info if you're going over to that app.
That's really funny.
I know your social security number and your address.
I hope whatever AI monitors Xiao Hongshu is like the AI Yap Dollar. I hope it's fucking Yap Dollar.
I hope Xiao Hongshu becomes the most popular app of 2025.
Honestly, at this point, fucking whatever. Yep, me too. Let the Chinese have it. I don't fucking care anymore.
I just know since TikTok is dead, there is like a 2% chance that YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels get erased. But
I hope Instagram Reels does not get erased.
But
dude, I need like racism. Reels. I need my racism watching people die app to stay there.
That is literally what it is now. It is every other video. It's just a guy dying on my feed. It's either that or Booba, and I'm like, why is there Booba here? And then it turns into more people dying.
I remember I was sitting in class one time, and I was
There's also
watching
dogs
Instagram
on there.
Reels. Yeah, I get cat videos. It
Hell
sucks
yeah.
when I like too many cat videos because then I'm like, come on, dude, give
I
me
can't
like,
find my people dying clip. What
yeah,
the
like
fuck?
I want to watch somebody blow themselves up with a fucking mortar somewhere in the fucking desert of the Middle
I want
East.
to see that guy who was protesting in front of one of the government offices and burned himself. I
Yeah, I
want to
need
watch that video again.
yeah, I love these cats, but don't get me wrong. I need a conspiracy theory right now that's going to, cement my views in the world government, like the New World Order or
Yeah,
something, that like there's one going to happen. I need that.
I
I
need
need
more videos of Big Justice, and then there's like Nazi propaganda in the background that somebody keyed in. I just
yeah,
need
literally.
that. I need that kind of video real quick. That's all I
But no,
want.
I was in class one time and I was watching Instagram Reels. This was like a month or two ago, and probably like 2 or 3 months ago. And I was just sitting there, and I saw a video. It was one of those classic Middle Eastern watch people die videos, and it was a dude with some paramilitary, and he had an RPG.
Mm,
And he fucking pulled the trigger, and the whole thing blew up and probably killed the guy because it was
Jesus.
just like it was a cloud of fucking dust and smoke, so you couldn't see the aftermath.
Damn.
But I watched that not expecting it, and I made this face like this is my phone. I was like, and this older guy in my class, he was like, "What'd you just watch?" And I was like, "Dude, I just watched this guy kill himself with an RPG," and immediately just showed him
You
the
don't
video.
just do that shit
I
in
did
class. In class.
Yeah.
What if the teacher's right behind him, bro? You're in so much
He'd
trouble.
probably look at that. He'd probably look at that and be like, "Fucking idiot," and just walk away.
It's either that or he'd be like, okay, I need to go and call the office, dude. What the fuck?
No, I do not think my teacher would give a shit if I was like, "Hey, watch this Middle Eastern guy blow himself up with a fucking RPG rocket."
I think I've described this video before, but the worst thing I've seen, it was like a year ago now, like literally at the start of this podcast time. It was this guy getting pulled over, and it's two officers, and they stop him, and they pull him to the side and get him out of his car, right? And then he hops back into his car for like a split second, and he grabs a handgun and shoots both of the officers in the head and drives off.
Oh yeah, that's a classic. I've seen that one.
Dude, that video scarred me a little
The
because I was
video's
just like,
fucking fucked
holy
up.
shit, that guy is crazy. That guy literally just did not care and did that.
Yeah, no. I don't know. There's a bunch of really good. What was your first watching someone die video that you ever saw?
2013 live leak. Monk decapitates himself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that video. The first one I ever saw was the Bud Dwyer suicide tape.
Mm-hmm.
That one was the first one I ever fucking saw, and I came into school the next day, and I was like, "Cody, you gotta fucking watch this shit, dude. This is crazy."
Yeah.
And it was just on YouTube. It was just
Uh,
posted on YouTube. Anybody could watch it.
the
And it was titled Bud Dwyer death or Bud Dwyer suicide video. And for some reason, I was like 14. I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll watch this shit.
morbid
Perfect.
curiosity got the best of
Yeah.
you.
It's like 7:12 right now p.m. Yeah, I'll watch this video of a guy killing himself. Like,
Oh man, there was a video, and I don't remember what it's from, but it was like a close up of this guy. You know how in DC Comics they made Joker cut off his face and then wear it?
mm-hmm.
It was kind of like that, but he was like 240p, and it was mostly orange.
Mm-hmm.
And
Watch the
then
annoying orange peel his own face off.
well,
That's fucking insane.
but this guy, he then goes underwater, and then the video cuts.
That's it.
Yeah.
Damn.
And that was like soon after me watching that fucking monk do that shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I hope that guy is trying to be better about his life, but he's most likely dead, you know?
Yeah.
There's also this video I saw recently of this dude submerging himself in a sewage tank.
Yeah, I've seen. I have that video saved on Instagram. I have it saved in a folder.
And I was just like, what if he has like an open cut and he just makes contact, you know? He's going to die immediately.
Yeah, no, he will get sepsis. He's literally in a septic tank. Like, he's going to get sepsis doing that shit.
Yeah.
Dysentery at the best. That is his best case scenario. Is he's like, okay, all right, I got dysentery now, but no, like you will fucking get sepsis from that shit.
And
Literally.
then there's more classic shit like I feel fantastic, lady.
I always thought that video sucked. Everybody was like, "Oh my god, this is so creepy" online when it became popular, and I watched it and I was like, this is boring. This isn't creepy enough for me.
Very boring.
Shit.
Very unoriginal.
The I feel fantastic video, it is one of the most boring things I have ever seen in my entire life. I have lived a very long life, longer than many, and it is the most boring video I have ever seen. No, that's how I feel about that video. You ever watch the Cartel Chainsaw execution video?
I did not, but I do remember. You know how Eminem has that line where he lines up people and shoots them?
I think so.
There was a video similar to that like 3 years before that I saw. And it was a literal live execution recording.
No shit.
So I've seen that shit before.
Mm-hmm.
But what were you getting at there?
No, the Cartel Chainsaw execution. That's like it's what one would consider a classic gore video online. And I watched it at the lunch table one time. There was this fucking weird kid we'd eat lunch with, and he'd always have like a new gore video.
Looking,
Yeah, he was like a fat Fragley with like a shitty beard, but I mean he was alright. But anyhow, no, it's basically this. It's I think it's like a nephew and an uncle. It's like two people. They're in the same family, and the cartel like has the camera set up, and they're like, "Yeah, we fucked with the wrong people. We fucked with the wrong cartel."
Ooh.
And
that's never good to start.
Now we are going to pay for what we did. And then you hear like the chainsaw fucking rev up, and he fucking takes this is actually kind of fucked to even talk about, but it's because of how fucking brutal it is. But the guy who's executing them takes the chainsaw and like puts it to the first guy's neck and like chainsaws his fucking head off. Meanwhile, the other guy, who's not been chainsawed yet, has to sit there while his family member is being fucking chainsawed like a foot and a half away from him. And it is like one of the most brutal fucking videos to this day, in my opinion, when it comes to that shit. But eventually they do saw off the other guy's head, so like, you know, all's well that ends well. But that video is super cooked.
Like there is like weird shit like ransom tapes. There's a lot of ransom tapes. There was one lady who was like in the corner of a bathroom and she's trying to record a ransom tape, and then the guy keeps pressuring her to sound more dramatic because she's like traumatized. I've seen that before. I've seen a video like that before. I've also seen weird shit where it's like people joking about the Mothman, right? and then you actually fucking see the thing, and
I
you're
feel like
like, what the
Mothman is.
fuck?
I feel like the Mothman is kind of a boring cryptid.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, it's been reported since George Washington was around.
Yeah.
So there has
I
to be
mean, don't get
some
me
truth
wrong.
to it.
I want the Mothman to be real. Don't get me wrong. Because if the Mothman's real, I mean, I don't know. That's just fucking badass. It's like really sick, really
He's like the
cool.
prototype Batman,
Yeah, Mothman
Mothman.
like looks cool too. Like
Yeah.
he's really cool looking. Um, but I don't know. I just feel like it's one of those cryptids that is like overdone. Like I
Hmm.
feel like it's like like it's like tip of the iceberg for cryptids,
Yeah.
basically. Like Mothman's up there with like Bigfoot and like the Jersey Devil, which I think the Jersey Devil sucks too. Um, I don't know. I think Bigfoot's all right. Bigfoot's probably a cool guy. He'd probably like Chapo Roan or something. I don't know.
I I think it'd be really funny if Mothman was real and he was just like bored of being Mothman for like 50 years, and then he
Yeah.
comes back into the public eye 50 years after he left, and people are like, who is this guy? He's like eternal life. How is he still going? And then they find out the guy's exact name, and they track through like photos and pictures and all sorts of shit, and they're like, oh my god, it's kind of like he's been protecting this certain part of America slash North
Yeah,
America slash
West
Southern
Virginia.
America for the past, like, let's say 600 years. And there's photos of him throughout time in different places in an album. Wouldn't that be fucking awesome?
Yeah, that would be pretty sick.
He has
What if
a photo of Queen Elizabeth. He traveled over the pond at least once. Like, that'd be so sick, man.
yeah. What if because Mothman's like West Virginia.
Yeah.
What if John Denver when he wrote Country Roads,
Mm-hmm.
if he like, he's like country roads take me home, blah blah blah, I'm fucking gay, and then he's like then like second verse of the song he's just like the Mothman was spotted April 10th,
He
1946.
just starts having a
Day
report.
later, a day later the fucking bridge collapsed.
Well, the thing is, right? I think the Mothman was reported like 2 days before 9/11. Shane did.
But it's like
freeze.
to like
There we
the
go.
tune of Country Road. Nothing rhymes. Yeah, nothing rhymes, but it's
Hold on.
yeah, nothing rhymes at all. But it's just like he's just dropping mad Mothman little second verse, then the rest of the song is just Country Roads. I think that would be awesome if he did that.
Okay, there was a little bit of a freeze, but I did bring up that I believe Mothman was put into the public eye 2 days before 9/11.
Really?
Yeah, if I remember right, there was a report from September 9th, 2001 about the Mothman.
He's probably a CIA asset then, because the fucking
What if they
government
have a
did
league of
9/11.
superheroes?
The government does?
Yeah.
Well, if they do, they're not doing a whole fucking lot right now. They've been on a sabbatical for a long fucking time.
Yeah. There needs to be a fucking Namor type guy. A fucking Aquaman fish guy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I think the Loch Ness Monster is a gay cryptid too. I think that one's really fucking lame.
I think the Loch Ness Monster was a piece of driftwood that looked kind of weird.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was, I think. And the fact, like, there's people that spend a lot of fucking money on radar equipment to go into fucking Loch Ness, and they literally scan the entire fucking lake, or loch, as they call it in Scotland. And they're like, well, I didn't find the Loch Ness Monster today. guess I'll have to try next weekend. And they'll just do that for years at a time. And it's like, dude, you're not going to find the Loch Ness Monster. Saying a fucking plesiosaur or whatever those things are fucking called lives in the in that fucking lake. I'm calling it a lake.
Yeah, it's okay.
For once, I'm going to say
it's
fuck
fine.
Scottish people. I'm calling it a lake.
It's fine.
There's not a fucking dinosaur in there. Like,
Dude,
these people are fucking idiots.
I
Some of these fucking people.
I would be surprised if there was actually something there. But
I would be too.
But I still got a vibe like Mothman's real in some cases.
I hope the fuck he is.
I'm not sure about like shit like Slenderman, because that
Slenderman's
shit
fake.
that shit's newer, and you literally
That cracker's fucking fake.
and you literally know that somebody posted it and like it was an edited photo. So it's like it kind of broke everything immediately.
Yeah, well, like Slenderman originated on. That's how I know that it's fake.
Yeah. It'd be different if it was like some weird like the Chupacabra kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I think Chupacabra's cool. That one's valid.
Like that shit might be real, or at least it was real to a point.
Mm-hmm.
It could also have been like a series of different people doing that.
Yeah, but who's gonna suck all the blood out of a chicken's corpse?
Um,
That'll take a long time.
Somebody's hungry enough, I guess.
Yeah, like a Terrar type of guy.
Yeah, you need a what's that guy's name? Sam Solik level guy to do that.
That's funny. Some dude trying to like square away his macros, and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta fucking,
I gotta drink all this chicken blood.
Yeah, I gotta suck the blood out of this chicken. It's good fucking protein.
I gotta get all the
calories.
blood out of this goat real quick."
Yeah, like fucking chill. Just eat a can of cat food for Christ's sake. 90 calories and like an insane amount of fucking protein is in cat food. Like a can of Fancy Feast.
Yeah.
I think there's like 250 grams of protein in a can of fucking Fancy
He'll come back in a second. There you go.
Yeah, quit killing chickens. Just eat a fucking Fancy Feast, you weird cocksucker. Jesus.
Maybe there was probably a lot of other crazy shit. Like, people technically say that Stonehenge has been around for like a bazillion years, right?
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that it actually was only around for like, I don't know, 1,000 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I have that feeling is because Egypt making those pyramids, maybe some Egyptian fellows adventured all the way to that little spot where Stonehenge is and pieced it together the same way like the pyramid.
I don't think the Egyptians did that.
I don't know. That's how I logically make the Stonehenge make sense. But, you know, people also say those Easter Island heads have a statue of like a body underneath. So
yeah,
I wonder if there was like a sinkhole, or they've been there since like 1,000 years plus ago and they just slowly went into the ground. I have no clue what that is.
There's a conspiracy theory that humanity comes and goes in cycles on Earth.
Yeah.
So like, I forget what exactly the theory is called, but it essentially, it says that like every X amount of years, humanity like goes away at large, basically, and they basically have to restart. And by the time that they're restarted, and like, you know, in an age where like humanity's like, yeah, we have government, we have like all this shit. Like by the time humanity is there, everything before it has been buried. And like, I don't know, there's like people like analyze photographs and shit and are like, see, this is real. I don't know, personally, I don't think I do, but that is like an actual conspiracy theory. And the Easter Island heads come up in that because obviously they're apparently tall ass fucking statues, and they just haven't
Yeah,
been totally covered by Earth yet.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, that just reminded me of that kind of
Maybe
crazy
maybe the
conspiracy theory.
base of an Easter Island statue is so heavy that gravity is forced to tuck it under.
Tuck it into the waistband.
Yeah, yeah. But there's also that crazy set of armor, like those statues over in, I think, China. There's like these crazy statues this guy found under a certain temple, and they're all dusty as hell. And when you check through it, it's like, oh, these are from like samurai times. These are at the start of the century. Like, these have been trapped here for hundreds of years. And it makes you
Mm,
wonder, like, how many other things have been super tucked into the ground to the point where you don't know what it is. You know?
yeah. I'm trying to find what this fucking conspiracy is called.
Mr. Beast also has announced that
Mr. Beast conspiracy theory. That's a good prompt to
Mr.
search.
Beast has also brought up that he's going to pop open a pyramid and explore every single part of it. He did freeze again. Hold on. Maybe. It's been kind of judgy today so far. Man. But I'm just going to hope you can hear me fine, because yeah, the Mr. Beast thing, it's interesting. I'm back doing this again. But with that, it's like he's popping open a pyramid and he's going to check out every single thing that's inside the pyramid. And he said that Egypt is okay with him recording anything he finds. So if Mr. Beast pops open a pyramid and he sees any sort of like ghostly figure or a weird whisper, even though it'll probably be edited in, it'll be very interesting. It's like my one ongoing word is saying interesting, but it'll be very man, now I gotta find a new word. Very, I guess,
Fascinating.
fascinating. There we go. To see what he finds. Did you find your theory at all?
No, but I found this thing about the Tartarian Empire.
Ooh.
Seems pretty interesting. Tartarian Empire refers to a group of pseudo-historical conspiracy theories, including ideas of a hidden past and mud floods,
Mud
which originated at
floods. It froze again. It froze again. Hold on. Oh, definitely judgy this week. What the heck? All right, you're good now.
yeah. No, this shit's fucked up.
Mud
But
floods is what I got to.
yeah. So I kind of skimmed a little bit. I'm not thinking specifically of the Tartarian Empire, but the conspiracy that I'm talking about
Mm.
talks about mud floods, and
Mm-hmm.
that's like how shit got buried.
Mm.
Um, I don't know. It
What?
seems very interesting.
What if when you go to Easter Island, right? What if there was a single volcano, like a bazillion years ago, like dinosaur times, that erupted, and it covered it very, very well that way. Like, it's the last remaining thing from like an ancient civilization is those statues, because everything got buried in lava and grass and such.
Yeah, that would be pretty epic, I think.
Maybe that's what the time machine question should be is, if you have a time machine, what would you do? I would go to Easter Island circa like negative.
Yeah, I want to see what the fuck's going on with them fucking heads they got over there.
Yeah. I want to check and see when those were made, how they got buried, if it actually is a statue under there, which people continue to say is the case, and see why it ended up that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that'd be pretty sick.
Also to check on Mothman.
Yeah, see if he's still hanging out.
I gotta check those reports, man. I gotta go back to 1876 West Virginia and find where he is.
I think Mothman's just fucking sick of this shit.
Mothman probably watches the podcast time and time
Friend
again.
of the show, Mothman. Because, like, think about it. Like, if Mothman was there before, like, Europeans got to America, right? Like, it had to have been pretty funny just fucking with the Indians, right? Like, just fucking with them. Like, he had a lot of fun doing that. And then these better educated white people come along.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they're, like, being annoying about it. They're being fucking annoying, and he's like, fuck.
What if Mothman was a time traveler himself?
Mm-hmm.
He was like the third person to figure out time travel in American history, and he just went back in time with a moth helmet on to terrorize people. That would go kind of hard. That'd be
that would be crazy.
That'd be a good plot for a movie.
No, I was definitely thinking about the Tartarian Empire, by the way. I got into the conspiracy theory tab, where it actually goes over the theory on Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.org.
Yeah, Wikipedia.ni boop. But yeah, the globalized version, globalism.
Yeah.
No good. We're already in deep shit here. I'm just kidding.
Speaking of TikTok.
The globalized version of the conspiracy theory is based on an alternative view of architectural history. Boring. Adherents propose that demolished buildings such as the Singer Building, the original New York Penn Station, and the temporary grounds of the 1915 World's Fair were actually the buildings of a vast empire based in Tartary that has been suppressed from history.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Great Pyramids and White House are considered Tartarian buildings.
But the White House was like built. So
yeah, no, we built that.
Yeah.
America built that shit.
So that's a question mark. Unless
but it got burned down, though.
Yeah.
Remember, in history, it says it's burned down. So
unless the plans for that White House were there when we got there. Like
the Tartarians left the plans for us?
They left the plans there. They gave them to like Ben Franklin and said, "Yo, Ben, fix this shit." It froze a little again. Discord is being judgy today. I almost said Dougie. Oh, man. Man. I do like talking about all these conspiracy things, even if we're joking about it, because eventually maybe one of them will be right. It's just a matter of how we get there. All right, you're good.
Yeah, I'm getting real pissed off at Discord.
Yeah.
They're going to get when it asks me how the call goes, Discord's getting a fucking frowny face.
Dang.
I'm going to tell them they're fucking retarded.
That's the most like baby thing you can do for a rating system is frowny face, face, and smiley face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Face. I've never rated an face.
like whenever I get done with a call, I just click out of that bubble and then I go to bed. I don't even rank my shit.
I only click on it if it's bad.
Mm. Mm.
Like now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I'm clicking that motherfucker immediately.
Well, maybe it's because I have a VPN on my browser. Maybe my browser is lagging shit. I'm not sure how VPNs work. I'm not technically inclined for VPNs. But
Wow, they're comparing the Tartarian Empire to QAnon. Maybe it is real. If they're
quality
gonna just
assurance.
straight up say, yeah, this is like fucking QAnon, because that's literally something that people do.
So how come quality assurance and QAnon have the same abbreviation of QA?
Now, that's a conspiracy we can make ourselves, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We
Even
can do
though,
that all on our own.
dude, if that was my job to be quality assurance and I just like destroy shit for a living to see if it's proper or not, God, I would love that job.
Yeah, just smashing like a ornate glass vase with a
Yeah,
fucking softball bat
yeah.
and being like, yep,
That shit not
it didn't
quality.
work.
That shit don't work. Yeah, I
Yeah, quality assured, motherfucker.
I
Like, you just throw the bat against the fucking wall, walk out. Woo!
I have to quality assurance like 80 mason jars. So I just smash them against a wall and see them explode into pieces. I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
quality
it's good.
assured, pussies.
It's good. Who
I'm
gives a
outie.
shit? That job would be so fucking cool though. Like
Fuck yeah.
out of 10, that's like an 8 out of 10 kind of job. Because for the most part, you're just breaking shit to see if it breaks.
Oh yeah. No, that shit's fucking epic.
They should do that for IKEA because all of their shit is particle board.
Yeah. Oh god,
Dude,
dude.
I would just fucking axe kick that table every
Dude,
time.
Going into an IKEA with a fucking fire axe, just having at it with every piece
Quality
of furniture.
assurance. I have a card that says I'm employed here. And
You
just
have it
shatter the
you have
whole
it
entire.
tattooed. You have it tattooed like a teardrop next to your eye. QA.
I just shatter the entire IKEA, and then I go to the meatballs and throw them against the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuring the quality of these fucking meatballs and make sure they don't fucking break. You're just throwing them on the ground and stomping them with your heel as hard as you can in steel toe boots.
Italian sub, more like Italian floor. Throws it on the
Yeah.
floor. Do that shit at Costco. Yeah, the chicken bake. The chicken slaps, and I slap it against the table, and you see like every little
just-
bit of it explode off the
Yeah,
table.
throwing a fucking like chicken bake just as hard as you can at a wall.
Quality
It's durable. This is a good chicken bake right here.
quality
You pick it
assurance.
up, you start fucking eating it.
Quality assurance, but it's me throwing a pretzel like a frisbee and seeing where it lands.
You take the chicken bake and you're like, yeah, this deserves 5 big booms. And every time you say a boom, you just pick it up and huck it at the wall even harder.
The pretzel one would be funny because I would go by distance. I'd be like, hey, if this shit goes to 25 feet, it's good. But if it goes under, fuck that shit. Just throwing that shit around.
Going by distance.
You could throw the chicken bake like a battle axe and see how far it goes.
Yeah, I can just imagine you fucking taking one of them pretzels and just fucking frisbee chucking it over like lines of aisles.
Dude, that's a Dude Perfect video.
Dude, top 10 best fucking Costco soft pretzel shops.
Guys, we're at Costco for our $20 million investment, and we're gonna frisbee this pretzel into that basketball hoop.
Yeah. Dude,
Uh,
I would die to watch that dude perfect video.
you go to Subway as a quality assurance guy, and you get the meatball sub, right? But the only way that you can measure it is by taking the meatballs out one at a time and throwing it into the the oven that heats the bread.
Yeah.
And you just slowly see it turn crimson red in flame and then black when it's finally done. Man, that sneeze turned an earthquake out. My gosh.
Yeah, dude. Imagine taking a meatball sub and grabbing it by like the end of the sub, and just fucking whipping it as hard as you can, still holding on to the bread, and the meatballs and the sauce just splatter all over the fucking wall.
That sounds like a scene from Kids Next Door when they're fighting that cafeteria lady.
Yeah. Dude, they used a Guar song in that
I
episode when they were
know.
fighting
It was so fucking cool.
it was a parody actually of Gore Gore,
Mm.
which is a great song,
Mm.
great Guar song. Um no, I
Uh,
dude, just destroying
you go
food
you
is
go
such
to a
a funny
Taco
bit.
Bell, and the whole premise is for hard shells, you just crush them. You're like that guy on Twitter that crushes things and makes it explode. You do the same thing with the tacos. It's gone.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah,
get a
imagine
burrito out.
they-
It squeezes from both sides when you do it.
Imagine you get a bunch of hard tacos from there. They hand you the bag. They're like, "Here you go, sir," and you just grab it from the bottom. And you're like, "Thank you." And then you fucking move it next to you, and all the fucking shit falls out of the bag onto the floor, and you just walk out and don't say anything.
What if you buy a $7 deluxe box or whatever, right? And you just curb stomp it. You just don't give a fuck. You just shatter it against your foot, and you see everything splatter.
Yeah, just throwing that bitch like doing like a floor slide with it. You can. It like nails the wall. Then you just go over and just start kicking the fuck out of it in steel toe boots.
You just start bullying it at any case. And whenever you're trying to judge food, you just bully it. When it's a car,
stomping
though,
on it like
oh my
you start
God.
stomping on it like Ray Liotta in, or no, who was it? It's excuse me. It's like Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci in Goodfellas when they're stomping out Billy Bats in Henry Hill's bar. You're
Yeah.
just doing that to a fucking $7 deluxe box.
You go to I'm running out of places actually. Oh gosh. You go to a McDonald's, right? And you get the chicken nuggets, but you don't eat them, right? You just split them in half in the most grotesque way possible. And then you throw them like pebbles against a lakeside and see what happens.
Oh yeah, like
skipping rocks, but it's the chicken nuggets, man.
You could probably do that. I feel like that's something that could be done with a chicken McNugget.
That should be a speed run of some kind.
I gotta try that now, man. There's a bunch of fucking lakes around here.
Yeah,
I can do
catfish
that.
will have chicken nuggets from what I remember.
So did ducks. Ducks will like fucking. They'll kill.
Dude.
Literally any bird actually will kill for a chicken McNugget.
I went to Costco the other day. Not to meet my heroes, but I did shop at a Costco, and they were selling duck by the pound, and it was like $32 a duck.
Holy shit!
And I was just like, damn, no wonder why Scrooge McDuck got all that money. God damn.
Yeah, bro.
And
Well, Scrooge McDuck was actually Jewish, so that's how he got the money.
well, what if Scrooge McDuck was selling other ducks to make his money?
Oh, like he's a human trafficker.
Yeah, but he's a duck trafficker.
Who was his three nephews? It was like Dewey, Louie, and fucking Chewy or something like that.
We can call one of them Lewis. I don't mind.
No, I think it
Louie
was like
and
Dewey,
Louis.
Louie, And I don't know what the other one's name, but we'll just call him fucking
Huey, maybe.
Chewy.
Maybe Huey.
Yeah, it's probably Huey. That sounds about right. Yeah, no, them kids are. I wonder where they are now. Probably dead in a Costco.
Well,
their corpses are in Costco.
Well, according to New Age DuckTales with the guy from Community, they're the same age. They're the same age.
Really?
Yeah.
They Bart Simpson to them motherfuckers?
Yeah. And Scrooge
Holy
is the
fuck.
same age.
Why'd they call him Scrooge McDuck? There's nothing like Christmassy about DuckTales.
Well, it used to mean like being frugal, I think, in a way, with your money.
Oh.
Like being a cheap person.
I just thought like Scrooge meant like you don't like Santas or something.
Nah. But that's also why Scrooge in the Christmas movie is called that, is because he originally didn't want to buy anybody anything.
I wonder
So
if Scrooge was Jewish.
that too. Or at least presumed Jewish. I'm having a on that.
His name was Ebenezer Scrooge. Yeah. Dude, I'm looking this shit up. Second fucking thing I put was Eben, right? Second result was Ebenezer Scrooge Jewish.
You pull it up and it says no in all capital letters.
Oh, here we go. Ebenezer Scrooge is not explicitly said to be Jewish, but
he's presumed Jewish.
He is referred to by various stereotypical descriptions of the time, including having a pointed nose, being tight-fisted, and being a moneylender.
Dude, stereotypes, golly. In my Christmas movie, not allowed. Holy shit. Well, I think we're about done here for this week's Northwest Trenches podcast, episode 53, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace out, boys. Remember, keep it real, and I'm not going to say the next one.
Keep it real and pack your fishing reel.
Yep, exactly. All right, bye, guys. Everyone knows that you can.